recycling. So,
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure what that, because it's, I don't personally have that system, that service, so I don't know how that works, but it's the same day or not the same day. You find out from Gary Ryder, what that is not. But they did, I mean, well, we researched it. Is that a real number or not?
Yeah.
If it is a real number, they're doing it outside of Davis Road for these mandates for the haulers that don't pick up unless people have, the barrels out there. But obviously Steve said, just personal experiences, that people are putting their preliminary bids out. So anyway, it's just additional information about one community's change. It's a dramatic change in the way the recycling experience turned out. So we get kind of numbers to see how.
Well, it would be good to find some community that was hitting the goal without a numbers game.
Yeah.
Like Middletown, and I'm sure we're going to find something about South Kingston. To go from 8% to 30% in a short period of time, with just no bin, no barrel. Boy, I tell you,
Right.
there's some magic there.
Now, one thing they do benefit by, and this is a key variable, obviously, is that they have a transfer station, and transfer station has been on a separate system for 15, 18 years or so of paved struggle. And I'm not sure, I can't recall what the percentage of SK households are that use transfer station as I do, but in this case, you're struggling. The recycling rate at the transfer station itself is over 40% tonnage, solid waste tonnage versus recyclable.
But are the private walls given a percentage of the cap, or are they dump into their own accounts? South Kingston.
Percentage cap.
So they're given based upon how many homes they collect to the total population size.
So that story tells us two things with respect to this transfer station. So number one, that's pulling the number up overall. So the transfer station users are the key successful recyclers.
Because they pay you.
With bags?
With bags, yeah. What we do in SK is, we have my trucks outside. We buy stickers, like 10 at a time, please. And we take one of those stickers off and place it on our bags. And the transfer station over there is obviously it's a little bit larger, but they just have a attendant walking around, just picking up litter, making sure everything is managed properly. And but if he comes by and you don't just see that sticker on, then obviously you have some explaining to do. But he's not always there. He's not always standing next to where you throw your trash into. So somebody wanted to say, gee, I get away with it this week. They wouldn't put their sticker on until last minute. But apparently there's not so much abuse of that it's problematic. And to the degree that there is abuse, it's reflected in the higher sticker price. Because some people get freebies, and other people having to pick up and the cost of that. So that's how it's been done for 18 years. And 40% of the trash is recycled at the transfer station. So we could do that at our transfer station, even just as a pilot, which just occurs to me. Do the page roads at the transfer station and see what kind of results we get.
But they don't bring their recyclables there.
No, actually, we would have to have recycling for those people at that location as well, which according to Steve Gosler, we used to have.
Only cardboard.
Yeah.
Never any curbside, mixed recycling.
But if it's like at the SK, you have your cardboard, your paper goods, and everything else. So it's just two roll-offs, two different roll-offs you require for accommodate.
Why do we have to have the recycling at the transfer station?
Because those, as the house pointing out, you have to know what those are your households.
person's doing it, though.
Right, yeah.
You wouldn't know.
The other general
Person can cover
measure.
the trash with a sticker on it, but you wouldn't know that they're
actually recycle,
Yeah.
because we pick up the curbside.
Right, but we still, they're still paying for that bag to get thrown in there.
Yeah, but it's not about the paying for the bag, really, it's about seeing if the person's recycling.
Here's the other piece you get. Here's the middle ground, I guess, how we, or the, without having to go through setting up, or just getting more roll-offs for the recycling, the transfer station uses to recycle up there. If we had, since we have history, we know what the average household recycling, or average household solid waste disposal is, based on the number of tons that go through the transfer station every year, and the number of tags we sell. So we know what that per household number is. We used to pay as you throw without recycling up there, and if that number drops, dramatically on a solid waste per household, you know that that's how much more than recycling. So you can't measure it that way as well. So it's
I wanted to ask Steve a question. Steve, you had said, I missed the meeting, but you had said that generally speaking, for the recyclable people, do their business themselves. You think?
There's not that many people that do not recycle.
That do not recycle.
I mean, some people put it out, obviously most of the people put it out every week, some put it out every other week, some may only put it out once a week because it's only one person. And I don't fault them for that, putting it out, they only got 2 or 3 things in their bin right now, but there's only, I don't think I could count 50 people that don't recycle, probably not even 30.
yeah.
Everybody recycles, it's just a handful of people that probably don't.
That's confusing, isn't it? Because if you're going to recycle, why would you only recycle some of the time with some of the things and not all of the things? But if you're going through the trouble of separating some things, why don't you do everything? I mean, it's
Education.
Yeah, I still say that the resource recovery needs to come down in another program for this town. They haven't been here since, I think it was I guess it was 2000 when they went to maximum recycling again. Was it 2000?
Yeah.
And things have changed since then, things that they don't take anymore that they used to take, things that they take now. To me, the education part's not complete until they come down here and give a town-wide program. If the people don't show up, well, you can say you should try. But I do say that they need to come down here. Because yesterday, my sister got 5 more phone calls in one day about recycling. And every day, you go to the bins and you gotta pick up all the trash out of them. Because the people just, whether they're lazy or, oh, it's plastic, you should take it, I don't know what the answer is, but I waste a lot of time picking up people's non-recyclables.
Is that average calls a day, or is that?
Yeah, it wasn't, normally it's like a half dozen a week, but that just happened to be in one day for some reason.
But if we're feeling, if you're feeling, does somebody get calls here?
No.
They can just call and get sent to them?
So we don't get calls regarding.
If you did, you just say call Island Village.
No, actually, Steve would take it. Or, yeah. Hope we're taking it.
People, because that's a private call, people who would call you would be unhappy if they take their stuff to the transfer station and they can just put it in there. They probably put everything in there maybe, who knows?
Yeah. But, yes, the paved road, so it's a question of like, how would we approach that? If we could make a recommendation that we do it on a trial basis with the transfer station, and if we have demonstrated that it's successful, then obviously that's a good motivators to expand to the broader community.
Well, they use the transfer station, just paid their annual fee last month, $100.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. We actually, only about, it sort of dribbles in.
Well, it does.
About a third of people have this.
The sign said